So guys, I have a Flojet automatic booster pump here, which transfers water from my big tank to the tank that the truck mount uses. So I think my switch went bad. I was told to cross the reds together to complete a circuit to see if the pump kicked on, to see if the pump was bad or not, or the switch. Well, the pump kicked on and pumped, so that means the switch is probably bad. So I went ahead and contacted my local distributor, which for me is Pemberton's, and I got myself a new switch. So the kit has new switches, some of the new wiring, connectors, some buttons it looks like, and it has directions. So the directions pretty much tell you how to change everything. So I'm going to go ahead and take this apart. This is kind of learn as I go. I've never done this before. So I'm going to go ahead and take it apart. I've already taken off the outer cover, which says Flojet on it. It has a little screw in it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish taking all of this apart. There's two little screws on either side here. These wires are crossed. I'm not sure if that matters or not, but I'm going to make sure I put them back the way that they came. So I'm going to go ahead and unhook those. I'm going to put my Phillips head in, and I'm going to go ahead and... Okay. So, I got it out. So I'm going to kind of keep it together. There was a couple drops of water in there, so I'm not sure what that means. I have to pull that out. There's a little bit of dirt in there, actually. Like grit. I have a water filter in my van too. Okay, so this one on the back of my seal says 28. This one says 11, 21, and 32. Which I don't know if that's what it means or not, but I'm going to go ahead and grab a rag, and I'm going to wipe this out, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, guys. I got a rag. I put a little bit of water on one side, and I wipe this all out. A little bit of stuff in there. So I'm going to guess that making sure that where this seals up against here is pretty important. So make sure you wipe that down really well. So on the directions here, it shows the new screws, replacement switch, the wiring, which has, this one has wires coming off of it instead of the blades. And it shows them putting them together with the other wires, and a new seal, and it says raise lip towards the switch. So actually I put that in the wrong way. So raise lip towards the switch, so that's this way where you can see the numbers, and not that way. Oh, okay. I see how that works. Alright, guys. So the new switch, the new screws that came in the kit. Okay. I'm going to assume you want to make sure that this is perfect, too. There's no dirt or grit or anything around here, because it looks like that's going to seal right against there. Oh, there we go. And actually, like, you can feel when it kind of like pops right into the... Alright guys, I found a smaller screwdriver on my Leatherman. So obviously, I put the two screws in, just started them, so I know it's sitting in where it needs to be. I'm just wiggling it to make sure that that's not going to change. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten. I can feel where it stopped. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side here. Okay, so inch pounds isn't a lot, guys, so don't think you gotta like really torque it down. So I'm going to go ahead, and here are the wires, and they show you got two little wire caps here. They have two new wires here, but I don't know if we're going to need those. Yeah, those go clear, on at least on my model, they go clear into the pump. Okay, so one comes from the power cord, and it has a little splice back here, and it goes to red, and then the other one goes to the motor itself, so it's electricity in. So I'm going to go ahead and, like the directions say, I'm going to since I know which way it's on, the one red wire says insulated splice connector from the power, and then the other one says red motor wire. So per the diagram and the way this is set up, the one here goes to the motor, so that would be this one, and then the other one is the power going to it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take off these little splice connectors. It's going to cut them off, strip back the wire, and then I'm going to use the little insulated splice connector, and I'm going to twist them on and see if we can't get them out of the way as I do that. So, I think I got my leather, man. I'm going to go ahead, cut those off. Now, from what I understand, this is this is replacing with the new long life switch. So hopefully that's a long life one, and the one that there was on there was maybe like an older model. If you guys mess up one of them screws that were in here, they look pretty much similar to the ones that were in the old one. So if you mess one up, don't try to like think you're gonna get it tight or whatever. Just take it out and put in one of the other ones that came originally with the machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and splice back this wire. If I can cut through the outside of it. There we go. Twist it so it's nice. And then this one here, I don't think you need to take off a ton of wire, the covering to do this. I'm literally just taking off maybe 1/4 of an inch or so. And again, the ones that we just took off are just like the ones that come in a kit, but we don't need these ones. I'm gonna guess that like if you had another model, you would put these together if these had connectors on the end of them. But since they don't, we're going to go ahead and do it just like it shows in the diagram. So the one that goes to the motor is on the left. I was gonna make sure. Okay, so that's the one on the left. Yep. Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna strip theirs back just another little bit. There we go. Okay. So now I'm gonna stick these two together. Gonna kind of pre-twist them together, then I'm going to put the wire nut on. What the little wire nut does is it screws both of them in to the tip of it at the same time, and it kind of holds them together. Now I'm sure you could take and buy the opposite of the connectors and put on the ends of here if you wanted, but I don't have that, and I don't really have the time to do that right now. It says once you get both wires and you know they're in the tip, to go ahead and crimp it together. Again, I'm going to go ahead and use my Leatherman here to crimp these. Oh yeah, that crimped it pretty good. Again, I'm going to take their wire, I'm going to make just a little bit, take a little more of their conduit off, the coating off the wire, so I know I get a little more contact between these two. Again, I just kind of give them a little twist together to start. Keeps them kind of close together, so you know this doesn't have any it's not like a regular wire cap where it has like a thread in the tip. You literally just twist it until you know both are in the metal cap that's inside of it, and then you crimp it. That's good. They don't have to be like, you don't have to pull crazy on them or anything like that, but there you go, guys. So that should be changed. And now I'm going to go test it. So guys, I have my water pump put back on. I got all the connections hooked up. And right now I'm filling the tank with warm water, just because I can. Filling it from my house right now. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn this pump on and make sure that it works. Bear with me 1 second. I'm turning the key on to the machine, and I'm going to turn the pump on. Yeah, and you can, oh yeah, you can definitely see it's going to pump air for a second. But there's why I run a filter, because that used to be white. There's just some air trapped in there from running the machine. Just tip that up and I'll get that out. Oh yeah. You can hear the machine, the pump, you can see it, the water. Oh, and it shut off. So we know it works. Awesome, guys. Fill the tank full of water, obviously past where it picks it up. Make sure that the tank that it fills is empty so that it can push the air out of the system, or it'll stay shut and won't come on. So if you guys need to find out where I got that Flojet pump repair switch, which it says it's the upgraded one in the kit, you can call Pemberton's at 1-800-342-2297. If your local distributor doesn't have one, I'm sure you guys can get one from Pemberton's. These pumps are really good. The switch wearing out, I'm not worried about that at all. It wasn't very expensive at all. So yeah, and I was able to do it in what, a couple of minutes there, guys. So hope this video helps if anybody has problems with their Flojet pump. And if you got any questions, just shoot me an email at whencleancounts@gmail.com. All right, thanks guys. And if you like my video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to try to do a video every week about something about cleaning or repair video, anything that has to do with the cleaning industry that I can help out on or show you guys a little bit how to do. All right, thanks guys. Talk to you later. Bye.